I'm Emily from Wanna Be Mouseketeer and you're watching my YouTube channel. Da, 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 da. Hello everybody, I hope you're all having a super magical day. So welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm Emily, better known as Wanna Be Mouseketeer, and today I'm kind of doing a backwards sort of video. So we've discussed loads of Disney at home this past year on Wanna Be Mouseketeer, simply because I've not been to a Disney park since September 2019. I was supposed to go in 2020, but obviously the world turned upside down. I've had to get creative. I don't see myself going to Disney this year again either. I have my fingers, toes, everything crossed for next year, but we will have to see. But today we're going to be talking about the top 10 things I regret not buying from Disney World on my last trip. Disclaimer, some of these things have been released since my trip happened. However, as I did have a trip booked for September 2020 to Walt Disney World for 3 weeks, I just put it on the list. So basically this is kind of like a little bucket list of things I want to buy next time I go, if they're still available. I feel like things in the Disney parks, they just come and go so quickly. Even if they're not limited edition, they seem to be limited edition. So they're probably not available, but a girl can dream. A lot of these as well are all themed around one very special friend who is right here. We stand. She has become my #1 love. She's Ahsoka Tano, if you didn't know, in Build-A-Bear form. Through lockdown, I watched the Clone Wars and Rebels with my dad, and we just forever stand. So a lot of these things are based around a little Ahsoka Bear. But yeah, let's get started now. You might even want to get some of these for yourself. Put them down on a little bucket list to be bought. So first up, we've got the Ahsoka Tano ear headband by Ashley Eckstein. So if you don't know, she is the voice of Ahsoka Tano, and last year Disney released the Disney Designer Ears collection. These were crazy expensive. I think the ears released on my birthday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And I wasn't a massive Ahsoka stan then. I was getting there, but I wasn't at the prime that I'm at now. And the ears were quite expensive. I want to say they were $75 or something, and then obviously that's in the US. To ship them to here, it was going to be £150, and that's quite a lot of money for a pair of ears, so I didn't go for them. But looking back, I now really do regret it, because Disney have never ever since or before then released an Ahsoka Tano pair of ears. I'm hopeful that they'll come back, or I'll find a small shop that makes a really cute pair, but I do not want to pay the crazy prices they are now, as the ears do go for £300. And I just feel like if I had something that expensive, I wouldn't wear it or use it. I want to love things. I like them to be used a bedroom, and all the things I collect, they are not a museum. They are to be looked at and to enjoyed kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if I'd ever pay £300 for a pair of ears. But watch this space, I guess. Number 2 is the Animal Kingdom Safari Mickey hat. So it is just so cute. It is just so cute. I'm not a big hat kind of gal. Hats don't really suit me. I'm just not about them. I do have one Disney hat, because I told my mum the only way I was wearing a sun hat was if it was from Walt Disney World. We love to see it. Do you think this Mickey hat is really cute? And I feel like I never really have clothes for Animal Kingdom. It's really easy to get outfits for Magic Kingdom or for Epcot or for Hollywood Studios, but Animal Kingdom is quite tricky. So I feel like if you had a really cute leopard print kind of dress, a little flowy one, and then a safari Mickey hat, I just think that'd be perfect. I definitely think whenever I get back to the parks, I really want to make a lot more effort with my outfits, because I just go for practicality. Shorts, a tank top, vest top, and I'm ready to go. This way to get the sweat out there from the Florida humidity, and I know I'm not too hot, and I see all these people going in these lovely poofy giant dresses. I just feel like I'd be a bit hot, but I'm hoping I can find this ground between fashionable and practical, and that middle ground is where I want to be. And I think that hat would just really top off a look. Next up, we have got the Disney Pandora Charm Halloween Boo Pumpkin Mickey Mouse. So on my September 2019 trip, it was during the Halloween season, and I had done Halloween in Disneyland Paris previously before. We went during this really magical week where it was Halloween in one night. night and Christmas the next day, and I was like, oh, how did they do that? It was just incredible. But I'm not really too big on Halloween until I did Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So before the trip, I booked to go to one ticketed event. I ended up going to 4. I just kept throwing my money at it, and I was like, yeah, spooky season. And I was just obsessed. Looking back, I do wish I bought more merchandisey things, but at the time I was like, oh, it makes more sense to spend money on events and like ticketed events in like restaurants with friends and things, as like memories last forever. And I do wish I'd done that. I think overall I just wish I had more coins, more money, you know what I mean? So I could have done more things. My camera battery did die. But basically I just wish I'd brought more spending money coins with me so that I could go to the Not So Scary Halloween parties and also bring back some merchandise, just to remind me of the trip and things like that. And I love Pandora charms. I have quite a big Pandora charm bracelet. I want to say I have like 18 charms now. I started collecting 3 or 4 years ago and very quickly started stacking them up. I don't wear the bracelet often. I only save it for special events, just simply because I have lots of dangly ones and they like to snag clothes, and I worry if I wore it in day-to-day life, like what if it break, what if the charm gets like ruined or something. So that's more of my one I like to look at a collection. I like to admire from a distance. But the Boo charm is really, really, really cute. In 4th place we have the Disney Parks Visuals Toy Story Mania Mr. Potato Head. Midway Mania. So Midway Mania has very quickly become one of my favourite attractions because I am so competitive and I absolutely love it. There is nothing better than just absolutely going for it and trying to get the best score with all your friends. And I love Wishables as well. As you can see behind me, I have 9,000 Tsum Tsums. And Tsum Tsums have since been just stopped, just discontinued. It literally broke my heart. And I feel like Wishables is the new version. And this new Disney, I want to say they're called New Mimos. Everyone over there, I've got Mickey dressed in his so good ton of Star Wars outfit. But I feel like Wishables is the new thing. And I did not know about Wishables until I got back from my trip. But they do have, these are like mystery packs where you get the small little squishy teddies. And I just really think the Mr. Potato Head from the Toy Story Midway Mania set is just really, really cute. So I just really want him. Number 5, we have the Mickey Pumpkin Halloween Mouse ears. So these were released last year. I absolutely love them. I absolutely love them. Just like the pumpkin that you get in Disneyland Resort, the giant Mickey pumpkin, and they're on the ears as you've just seen in the photo. And I just think they're fantastic. I think they're such a good mix of Halloween and Mickey. They had a candy corn pair when I went and I wasn't a big fan, so I actually chose, have I got them on display? I don't. My rainbow bow ear pair instead, as I just love rainbows. I just wasn't a fan of the candy corn one, but the Halloween Mickey one I really, really loved. I thought maybe they were going to come to our Shop Disney. They didn't. We have had some other pairs, as you can see back here. These have all come from Shop Disney, and these were actually from the parks. They weren't from like Disney store ears, so we're really lucky to get these because we don't really get a lot of ears. But they never came. I think they never really went to the outlets either. I think they just sold out. I'm hopeful one day maybe I'll get them on eBay or something like that, but they were just super cute. I'm a sucker, and it literally stick a pumpkin on something and I'm like, I need you. Next we have got number 6, so the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party limited edition pin for 2019. I was umming and ahhing about this pin for so long, and I was like, I'm not going to collect pins. Cue my 9,000 pins I have over there. And I just wish I got it because I really quite like dated things. I've got a Galaxy's Edge opening day pin. I've got some from the years when we went on trips. And it's just really nice to look back at when you went. And as it was my first Not So Scary, I think it would have been really cool to get the pin. It was either the pin or get a bag for candy and like, you know, so I didn't get the pin, but looking back I wish I did. Number 7, I did not need this. I still do not need this, but I do want it. Is the Mickey's Pumpkin Balloon Popcorn Bucket. I had a red one, you probably can't see it, but I have a red one which looks just like it. In like a classic like kind of style. It really reminds me of what they maybe would have had like Disneyland opening day. I also have an Ooh popcorn bucket which is hiding just behind my curtain. So I do like popcorn buckets. The only thing is like display wise they take up a lot of room and you can't really put things in them because maybe you're supposed to wash them. I've never washed mine. But they just smell of Disney Park popcorn, and when you just need a whiff, I'm like, maybe that's really weird now. That could be really weird. But I really like the pumpkin one as well. There was no room for it to go in the suitcase. My suitcase already broke when I was trying to zip it up because I had so much stuff. But it was just really, really, really cute. And they keep bringing it back, which makes me think it's not limited edition, so I might get my hands on that. Number 8. This is probably going to come at no surprise. Actually, I'm going to put this one last. I'm going to put it last. We're going to come back. So we've got this Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Ahsoka Tano plush. She is so cute and she's so tiny. And she reminds me of my Tiana that I've got back there in Kermit. They're like the same kind of size. And I just think she's just really cute. She was released after my trip, but before I watched the Clone Wars, so I had no idea who she was. I was like, who was this girl? Absolutely love her, literally just everything. And I just like teddies. I have loads of teddies. I've kind of cut down my collection a bit, and I only have 6 on my bed on display, and actually 7, because we do have Ahsoka. But I have cut down and I popped them in the loft because they just take up a lot of room, but I do love collecting plushies. I just have all my favourites at the moment, and it would just be really fun to have another Ahsoka one. Number 9, so this has been on my to buy list for so long, and I was so close to getting it, and then I chickened out. And it is the Enchanted Tiki Room Spirit jersey. So as you can see, it's as green as can be. And I love it. I just don't know if I'm brave enough to wear that in real life. I'd wear it at the parks, no problem. Would I wear this in day-to-day life? I don't know. So in the end, I went for a plain black one, and I look back and I think that was very un-Emily of you. That was very safe. You did not take the risky option. But I couldn't get both. I spent all my money on Starbucks, I'm not gonna lie. The drinks the Starbucks US have give me life. We don't have them here, and I just went a bit crazy. I was getting like 4 Starbucks a day, so this was not here to play. So basically I either got the black one or the Tiki Room one, and I played it safe. Well, looking back again, I just would have brought more coins. So if you're watching this, planning a trip to Disney World, if you think, because I think I had $750 in spending money, and I was like, that's loads. As much as you can bring sensibly, bring it. You think you have enough, times it by 7. And last but not least, this is my biggest regret. Like, I regret this. Like, I'm not losing sleep over it, but I might. But I'm not yet. So I did get to go to Savi's workshop. I watched my friend build a lightsaber, and it was awesome. But I did not build one myself, and it really bothers me. Long story short, some of you probably heard this story about 12 times, but I booked my trip for Walt Disney World for my solo trip in September in 2019, January, and in March 2019, they funnily enough released that Galaxy's Edge opening day would be on the first day of my trip. Obviously, this was a sign from George Lucas himself that I was supposed to become this massive Star Wars fan, really start embracing my May 4th, May the 4th be with you birthday, and I was excited. Got myself a cute little Star Wars tank top, R2-D2 ears, sis was ready to go. I've always liked Star Wars, I've admired it, I've grown up with it, my dad is obsessed. I'm really surprised I wasn't called like Luke or something crazy like that, or maybe my first name could have even been like Skywalker. But I liked it. I never loved it. I never really like got into it. It was always like Disney Princess, Disney Princess, Disney Princess. And then I feel like this lockdown, when we got Disney Plus, we were very lucky. Lockdown happened, and then like 3 days later we got Disney Plus, and it was like, wow, perfect timing. But it was just chance to have all this like free movie. It was not free, you pay for it, you know what I mean. All the content was there, and I was like, wow, I have an excuse now, I'm gonna watch it. And my dad was like, we should try the Clone Wars, because I love the Mandalorian. And I was like, okay, cool beans for me. Because obviously, if you've seen, spoiler for the season finale of season 1 of The Mandalorian, Moff Gideon comes out with the dark saber, and then from thinking, what is the dark saber? Obviously it's from Mandalore. You see more in the Clone Wars, so we watched the Clone Wars, fell in love with Ahsoka. But basically, when I went to Galaxy's Edge, I just liked Star Wars. I didn't love it, I just liked it. That was it, kind of thing. However, now looking back, I really wish I built a lightsaber. I'm literally on Star Wars TikTok. Like, I'm literally on Star Wars TikTok. I'm obsessed. I like make my own Star Wars videos. I do Anakin Skywalker, little Disney bounds. We love to see it. But I don't have a lightsaber. I know. So I really wish I bought one. I know when I go back, I want to get the Peace and Justice lightsaber, because it's the one from the Republic era. It's like, it just really reminds me of what like a lightsaber would look like. They have some really quirky ones, I'm not gonna lie, but I just really want a traditional one. I know you can't get it in the actual Savi's workshop, but I think I would get the red Kyber crystal and then go to, I want to say his name's like Onoka's Traders or something like that, and get the yellow Kyber crystal so I can have a yellow one, because yellow's and have a red one as well. And I just think that would be really fun. So basically, that's 10 things I wish I bought, but I didn't buy. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you have things you wish you bought, or were you smart? Did you bring all the coins and bought all the things? I feel like with Disney, one of my favourite things is you can go so many times and buy all the things, but that will always be something you've missed, which like draws you to come back. So I definitely have a very long birthday list and a very long things I would like to buy whenever I make it back to the parks. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my at-home videos. I know they're not as fun as the vlogs, so I do apologise. I'm hopeful we will have a vlog series in 2021, as I've had my camera for over a year now, and it hasn't got to see a Disney theme park yet, which was the whole reason I wanted it. But it's fine, it's fine. Possible December 2021 Disneyland Paris trip, we really will have to see, but I'm really hopeful I will get to see my main man Mickey sometime this year. But with all that being said, I hope you all have a super magical day, and as always, I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!